Hey, I just want to give a status update. Pretty much, I've been trying to stop thinking about negative things. Uh, Normally, it would be okay to think about negative things, but the problem is that people end up finding out what you're thinking about, the negative thoughts that you're thinking, and then they start thinking that that's how the way things should be, or it brings negative ideas to their head, and they start thinking about negative stuff. And then some of them who are like just jerks will try to sabotage you and say, oh, he's thinking about this negative thought, we must enact this thing, especially if you have people who don't like you. And so that's why you have to think about positive things. You have to think about the stuff you want more than the stuff you don't want, because people will try to sabotage you. It happens to me a lot because of my last name. You know, people think Ferreira, oh, he's some spoiled brat that's got everything he wanted, when I've been miserable for now. I'm finally starting to think more positively, and I'm also learning how to manage people who are jerks. Pretty much what you have to do is you have to congratulate them on their good acts, even if they're complete assholes. You have to compliment them on their good acts, and just ignore their bad acts. And then they lose energy to do bad stuff to you. This applies to anyone who's a jerk, or I think it works also for children, but I haven't tried it on children. Not that the children are jerks, but maybe they are. Like, I've heard that children are jerks when they're between 4 and 7. They just don't want to listen or something like that. But yeah, so I've been trying to do that. You know, like, one thing I'll just say ignore to my head to anything that's negative, and then I say thank you, and then I'll say the opposite of what's been happening. Like, let's say someone someone cuts you off in traffic or something. You say, oh, ignored, thank you for good driving, for the times you did drive well. And then that way you're reinforcing good behavior. And then you also remind yourself that there might be some people who are completely bad all the time, but everyone's got a little bit of good in them. I think people, I mean, I don't know if it's possible for someone to just be all bad, you know? So I just say, thank you for the good parts of them, that they behaved before this. And hopefully when you think stuff like that, it brings it to awareness in the universe, and then the universe reacts to that and wants to reinforce that behavior. So it's been working for me. I also started working out early in the mornings instead of in the afternoons, although I can't do it right now because I have a kind of a hectic work schedule. It's not hectic, it's just a lot. I have a lot of work to do. It's been a while since I've worked this much, like, for a company. But yeah, it's almost, let me see, it's noon to 9 minus 1 hour. So yeah, it's just straight up 8 hours of training that I'm doing. And then I guess I'll just give a general life update. A big factory called Electrolux that makes fridges is going to close in a couple months, or in a month or two, and be turned into a washing machine company, manufacturer. And basically, like, the Brazilians, I don't know, it's gonna suck because the Brazilians that used to work there are gonna probably have to move out and get jobs at other places. And we usually have cookouts together, we have gatherings, and we're not gonna be able to have that with all the Brazilians anymore. Just a few of them that pretty much stayed. I think it's like 3 or 4 families are gonna have to find jobs elsewhere. But some of those families have children that already work here, so they'll be staying. And so it won't be a complete loss. But yeah, that kind of sucked. And then let me see what else has been going on. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was this girl who used to work at a restaurant, not a restaurant, like, yeah, I guess not really. It's like a fast food place. She says that whenever someone was mean to her, she would just be more kind and nicer. And I think that's what I'm gonna do, because there are certain people who just have so much authority that you just have to deal with them, and it sucks. Like, you might have a boss or that is just rude to you all the time, has a bad attitude, thinks that they're gaining something from attacking you, when really they're just wasting their time. They could have been doing something more productive, or just relaxing, or just enjoying life more. But they decided to waste their time hurting you. It just sucks, and you just gotta compliment them. You gotta remember, they're not thinking with their heads, they're thinking with their emotions. So you gotta address the emotion and the paradigm. The paradigm is they need to have no feedback for bad actions, and they need to be encouraged to do good actions. It's just reinforcing good behavior. It's pretty much how you train dogs. And these people are thinking like dogs when they keep insulting you, and they don't have anything going for them. Because if they had stuff going for them, they wouldn't be wasting time with you. That's just the reality. So, yeah, the one thing I wish I had more in my life is companionship, though. Like, I just wish I had 24/7 companionship. Someone that like with a group, with either a person or a group, like a pack, like a wolf pack or something, and just have constant interaction, because I need to interact with at least 2 groups each day. That seems to be what the norm for me, because after I interact with 2 different groups, I feel so much peace, and then I feel like doing stuff on my own. Like right now, I'm learning how to use AutoCAD software, but I'm not sure if the software I'm using is good enough to do what I want. I want to do like spiral designs, and just deal with spirals. I'm trying to make something. So yeah, and not having friends to hang out with constantly, it's been kind of a bummer. And I tried going to Eventbrite, but the events there don't seem very reliable. I've been to one and there was no one there. And the Meetup is acting kind of goofy sometimes. It's been acting up better though recently. And then Shazam, honestly, Shazam stopped working. Like I said, I wanted to listen to Vietnamese music, and there's this dancer that I like watching. She's really good, and she also has like really good guests come on to battle her, and pretty much she's got the best music. And I've been trying to Shazam all of her songs, but Shazam doesn't work all the time. I had to test it today, and it finally did work. But that's the thing, like, my life is just becoming kind of one-dimensional. There isn't much going on. And so I like going into groups and listening to what other people have going on, because my life is kind of, I have stuff to do, but it's not that much. It's not enough to keep my head occupied all the time, because most of the time the stuff I have to do, like, sometimes I need to walk around and think about what I'm doing, but a lot of the times I just need to sit down and, like, not sit down, but like, it's just stuff that, what in the world, look at these plants here. It's kind of weird. Why are these plants here? Why didn't they cut this? It's kind of odd. But yeah, like, usually this type of stuff I'm doing now is like, I just need to be actively doing it, and I don't need to think too much about it, because it's better to think about it while you're doing it. And thinking about it outside of it, you're just gonna forget, or there isn't enough deep thinking left. So I just have, like, my head is just yearning for stimulation, and then sometimes I get peace without needing stimulation. Like, there was a period back where I was afraid my dog was gonna hurt me. It was like a little Yorkshire, but I didn't let the size scare me. No, I didn't let the size like make me underestimate it, because if it's very quick and strong, it can rip you to shreds. So I was afraid. So I stayed in my room for like 3 days, just scared. Not scared, but like I was actually at peace, because I was like, man, it was the first time I had reason to not do anything. So I was just there and I felt peace not doing anything, just laying down in my bed. And I was like, maybe I should go back to that. But at the same time, I kind of want to talk to people, you know? I want to socialize. I just wish I had more friends to socialize with regularly. That seems to be the main thing. Or I just learned to live like this. Like, yeah, you're not gonna get that many opportunities to socialize all the time. So just take it easy and learn to relax.